The UMP45 is finally in Modern Warfare, and I was waiting a long time to actually make this video. I've been playing with the gun like crazy, trying to figure out the best classes for it, and if you guys remember this gun from Modern Warfare 3, it was such a good weapon. It is insane. I think they had it in Modern Warfare 2 as well. Like, this gun and the MP7 were my go-tos back in the day, and I'm so happy it's back in this game, and it doesn't even feel bad whatsoever. It actually feels like a very good gun. So I'm gonna get into a class, guys. I'm gonna give you 3 overpowered classes for the UMP45 within this video, and you guys can check it out. One's for long range, one's for close range, and one is for all distances. If you guys actually enjoy this weapon, trust me, it shreds people. What is up, guys? My name is Nick, and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be talking about the the UMP45, also known as the Striker 45 in Modern Warfare, and this gun is super damn good. Like, you got to get used to it a little because it could be hard to get used to at first, but once you get used to the damage, the range this gun has, it is so damn good. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I would truly appreciate that, and let me know down in the comments below which one of the new weapons do you guys like better, the UMP45 or the GRA 5.56. I'm pretty sure I always pronounce that wrong, but whatever. You guys can subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on as well. That would be super damn cool. So let's get straight into the class setup. So first one I'm going to give you guys is the close quarters class. This is the class that you guys use for rushing, for being in close quarters, and don't try to go for too many long shots with this class. You will get a few of them, but trust me, it's so much better when you play this gun in the rushing style. So for this one, what you want to run is the barrel 150mm stainless steel. This gives you ADS speed and it gives you movement speed. It's already an SMG speed, a little added bonus. It does take away some bullet velocity, which is why I said don't go for those long shots, and it does take away some recoil control. Again, don't try those long shots. The next thing you want to put on is a laser, and this is a laser I don't normally throw on my guns, and that is the 1MW laser. This only gives you hip fire accuracy. Your laser is never visible, it's going to be red, and it's just easier to see on the maps and stuff like that. So this one I like it because it only gives that hip fire accuracy, and you don't have to worry about any negatives whatsoever. The next one you want to run is the stock, and for that you're going to run the precision or the FTAC precision fixed stock. This gives you aiming stability, and it takes away some aim walking movement speed. Now, I am upset that the aim walking movement speed is taken away a little bit on this gun, but at the same time, dude, it's like, yo, come on, we're already using an SMG. We don't really have to worry about that too much. The next attachment is going to be the underbarrel commando foregrip. I always run this. It's a great underbarrel. Actually, on one of these classes I don't run it whatsoever, but you guys will see that after. And this gives you recoil stabilization because we did lose some with the actual barrel, and it gives you aiming stability, which is good to have as well. Now, it does take away some movement speed, but like I said, guys, it's an SMG. We don't really have to worry about that. And the last attachment you want to run for this one is the rear grip FTAC G5XO. Coolest name for a grip in the game, I find, and it even looks like a pretty damn cool grip. Now, this gives you ADS speed and it gives you sprint to fire speed. The only attachment that actually gives us sprint to fire speed, which is super important. I would have ran the 5MW laser for this class so we could get an extra sprint to fire, but then the laser is going to be visible, so I didn't really want to do that, especially rushing around a lot. It does take away some aiming stability and recoil control, but guys, trust me, this class right here is definitely the class that you want to use for close quarters. Next off, we're going to go to the long range class. Before we get on to the class that's good for all ranges, we're going to go do the long range, get that one out of the way. And this one is good for those players who like to play a little slower, let the enemies come to you and all that kind of stuff. Like I say in my tip videos and stuff, let those enemies come to you. And this class is definitely one that will mow them down. And the good thing about this gun is that it doesn't have much recoil to begin with. So this class is just going to make it feel like an absolute laser gun. Like, you're going to be firing and it's going to have zero recoil whatsoever. The first thing you want to run is the muzzle. Now, I don't normally run muzzles, but this one's really damn good. It gives you the monolithic suppressor. It doesn't give you it. That's the muzzle we're using. I don't know why I said it gives you monolithic suppressor. It is the monolithic suppressor for the muzzle. Now, this one, what it does give you is sound suppression, which is super important when going for those long shots. If someone's trying to flank you, you don't want them to hear where you're shooting from, so definitely have the monolithic suppressor on. And it also gives you damage range. In previous CODs, suppressors always took away damage range, but this one gives it. It's kind of feeling more realistic and stuff, so that's definitely great. Now, it does take away ADS and aim walking steadiness, but we're going to definitely get that back. And you're not going to be walking and aiming too much anyways, because this class right here, you guys are going to see, if you use it, it plays more like an AR than an actual SMG. The next thing you want to run is the barrel, the 400mm stainless steel. This gives you that extra damage range, which we already just got with the muzzle. Now we get more, and it gives you bullet velocity and recoil control, so those bullets are going to go further, faster, and it just helps out a lot. Now again, we are losing more ADS with this one right here, and you will lose a little bit of movement speed, unfortunately, but we're gonna have to get some of that back. We're definitely getting the ADS back here, and that's with the laser. We're gonna run the TAC laser on this one. Every single class has a different laser for these setups, and they're really damn good. Like, I played with this gun for a while, they're really damn good. So for the TAC laser, you get ADS speed, the one we just lost, and you also get aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, which really helps for when you're shooting further and stuff like that. Now the only thing wrong with this is that your laser is visible only when you're aiming down sights. If you're not aiming down sights, you don't have to worry, but if you're aiming at enemies and they see your laser, they'll probably know exactly where you're coming from. Now, a lot of people always ask me for the longer range classes if we could throw an optic on, and I decided to go with the GI Mini Reflex for the optic sight on this class. The reason I like the GI Mini Reflex, dude, it's the smallest optic and it barely takes away any ADS speed whatsoever, but it does make the enemy super easy to spot at distances. So definitely go ahead and run that one right there. It's like the red dot sight from older CODs and stuff like that. Now the rear grip, what you want to run again is the FTAC G5 EXO for that ADS and sprint to fire speed. In case people do come up behind you, you want to be able to pick them off nice and easily. And like I said before in the last class, this takes away some aiming stability and of course recoil control. So that's the long range class. We did the close range class before, and now it's time to get on to that mid range class. Probably the best one. This one and the close range one are definitely my favorite. And for the mid range, we're going to be running the barrel 400mm stainless steel. Really damn good to have on your weapon. I just said this one on the long range, and this one helps with that damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Again, it does take away some ADS and it does take away some movement speed, but we're going to be getting those back, so we don't have to worry about it too much. The laser is going to be the 5MW laser. We've gone through every single laser this video, every single one possible, and this one gives you hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed, so you guys can start shooting before you aim down sights really fast and really accurately. Now your laser is always going to be visible when you're not aiming down sights. Unless you're sprinting, then your laser, the enemies won't see it, but if you're standing still, they're definitely going to see it. So make sure you're aiming at a wall rather than the enemies so that they don't see it if they're trying to come towards you and stuff. The stock is going to be the XRK Gen 3 Survivalist Series. That's a really damn long name. It really rolls off the tongue awkwardly as well, but all this one gives you is ADS speed because we definitely need that back, and it takes away some aiming stability, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not that great either. Now the last two attachments, guys, it's going to be pretty much the same attachments that we have for the close range one because we definitely need the help there, and that is going to be the underbarrel commando foregrip for that recoil stabilization and aiming stability, taking away some movement speed. But trust me guys, with this class right here, you could go long range, you could go mid range, you could even go close range. It fits at all things. And the last attachment that we're going to run on this one right here, again, it's the same one that we ran for every single class, and that is the rear grip FTAC G5 EXO for that sprint to fire speed and also that ADS speed, taking away some aiming stability and recoil control. But this class right here has 2 sprint to fire speeds, and it has, I believe, 3 ADS speeds, which is super good. Now the reason we have 3 ADS speeds is because on the first attachment we lost one, so we definitely need 2 so it could be back to having a good ADS, and has 2 sprint to fire speeds, which is even better than the close range class for close range. So that's really something you want to think of using. The mid range weapon right here is what I call it, which is good for all ranges. We had the close, we had the long, and that is it, man. That is the UMP45 overpowered class setups. I always try to give you guys 3 because a lot of people have different types of play styles. A lot of people play differently. Some people only like playing close range, some people like playing far range, and then some people, for some odd reason, love playing on Piccadilly, and that's a map of its own. That is a map where you're always going to get into engagements that are either long range, close range, or mid range. Like, that's probably the one map in the game where you have to run the last class I gave you guys right there. But whatever guys, that is it. That is the UMP45 overpowered class setups. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. We're gonna go for 1,000 likes on this one. If we could hit that, that would be super cool. Let me know again guys down in the comments below. Do you prefer the UMP45 or do you prefer the GRA 5.56? I'm not even sure which one I prefer, to be honest guys. I think I like the assault rifle a little better because it just plays nicely. But nonetheless guys, let me know down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.